はい、皆さん、こんにちは. This is Unit 11, first lesson. In this lesson, we're going to be learning two forms of giving an order, so do something forms. First one is nasai, but this is a really way to give a strong order. By this time, you should already know how to give orders, like te kudasai probably is the first thing that comes to your mind. But te kudasai is a quite polite request, actually, like please do something. So there are times when you want to give a strong order to someone. For example, when you think of a parent and a daughter, like a parent to a daughter might say, so clean up right now. It's a pretty strong order. So it will be probably too soft if you use 掃除してください. てください. That's a very polite request. So when you think of the power gap between a mom and a daughter, you might want to use something a little bit more strong. Also, when you think of teacher and student, a teacher might give a really strong order or command to the students, like study hard. Again, like if you say 勉強してください, that's almost like a request, like please study. Would you please study? That's pretty too soft. So in these situations, there are times when a very strong order needs to be given to someone. So that's when we use this expression, なさい. This one connects to verb stem plus なさい, and this is a strong order. 家事を手伝いなさい。手伝いなさい. So this is more likely to be said by a parent to a child, help me with the housework. 家事を手伝いなさい. Or a teacher might be scolding the student saying, いじめるのをやめなさい。いじめるのをやめなさい. Like stop bullying, やめなさい. So this is a very firm and strong way of giving an order. So most likely used in a situation like parents giving order to child or teacher giving orders to students. So that's why you may not use it too much, but it is often heard in some situations. It's better to know what it means. So another form of the command giving is this one, imperative form. Now, this is even stronger way of giving a command. This is probably the strongest way to give a command in Japanese language. So when we use this kind of very strong order, it's that basically in emergency, or there are very, very huge power gap between the one who gives order and the one who's being ordered. So when you think of this example of at a company, there's like maybe deadline of the job is approaching, and the boss might say to a subordinate, hey, you gotta hurry up now. It's a very strong and urgent order. Or even in a more kind of daily situation, like very unlikely, but a car might run into you and it wouldn't stop. Of course, you want to say, of course, you wouldn't like slowly ask the driver to stop, like please stop. You want to just quickly give the order, stop. So that's when you want to use the very strong order command, imperative form. 座れ instead of 座ってください。座れ or ドアを開けろ。開けろ。ここに座れ sit here. そのドアを開けろ open the door. Those are very, very strong order. So this imperative form, first let's look at the conjugation rules. So how to make the imperative forms is that for do verbs, we change the do to ro. So 食べる will be 食べろ. 寝る will be 寝ろ. Go to bed. Do verbs, you replace the final u with the e. So 会う will be 会え. 立つ will be 立て, stand up. Finally, irregular verbs are irregular, as always. So する will be しろ. 来る will be 来い. So this is the strongest, probably strongest order giving in Japanese, and it's obviously you don't want to use it too much in a daily situation. You might hear it a lot in anime or manga fictions, but not so much in daily life. Probably the only times when it's used in daily life is like emergencies, like the car running toward you, or like earthquake, run, or when there's a really, really strong power gap. Maybe the boss is very, very strong and it's like very kind of suppressive to the subordinate. He might use the imperative forms. But these are more of like not really use it in your daily life, but it's more of like it's better to know what it means, especially because it's used a lot in fictions or dramas that you might like to watch.